Talia sat on the old couch, her legs tucked under her. The rain hit the window softly, making a calming sound. The house was quiet, but she felt lonely. Her mom, Naomi, was pacing in the kitchen, talking on a work call. Her dad, Idris, was busy typing on his laptop. They were both focused on their jobs. Usually, at this time, Talia would be playing with her older cousin, Daniel. They would play games, read stories, or make silly songs. But today felt different. Her toys didn't seem fun, and her favorite books couldn't hold her attention. She glanced at Daniel, who was flipping through TV channels with a bored expression. "Daniel, what are you watching?" Talia asked quietly. Daniel, who was a year older and always curious, stopped flipping channels and leaned closer to the TV. "I don't know," he said, looking interested. "Come here. This looks different." Talia got up and sat beside him. The TV showed a strange video she had never seen before. The people on the screen were doing things that made her feel uneasy. "What is this?" Talia asked softly, feeling unsure. "I think it's for grown-ups," Daniel said, shrugging. "But it's not scary. Let's just watch." Talia frowned, feeling a little uncomfortable. The video didn't seem right, but Daniel looked interested. She didn't want to look scared, so she stayed. As the video continued, Talia felt worse. The people on the screen were doing things she didn't understand. Their actions seemed strange. The sounds they made were unsettling. A sick feeling started to grow in her stomach. She glanced at Daniel, who was watching the screen closely, his face full of curiosity. "Daniel," she whispered, "I don't think we should watch this." Daniel shrugged. "It's just a video, Talia. Adults probably do stuff like this all the time. Maybe it's normal." Talia bit her lip, unsure. Was this normal? Her parents often said some things were for adults, but they never explained why. Daniel seemed so sure, and it made her doubt herself. Even though she wanted to leave, she stayed. Then Daniel had an idea. "Talia, let's try what they're doing." "It doesn't look that hard," he said excitedly. Talia's eyes widened. "No, Daniel, I don't think we're supposed to." "Come on," Daniel said, grinning. "It's probably just a game. Don't be scared." Talia hesitated. Daniel was older, and he always seemed to know what was fun. If she refused, he might think she was afraid. Slowly, she nodded. Daniel led Talia into the bedroom. He tried to copy what they had seen on the video. When he asked her to try, she hesitated again. But she didn't want to seem scared. Slowly, she did her best to mimic the actions. The moment she did, pain shot through her body. "Ow!" Talia cried out, pulling away quickly. Tears filled her eyes as she held her arm. "Daniel, this isn't fun. It hurts." Daniel stopped and stared at her, his face full of surprise and worry. "I didn't think it would hurt," he said quietly. "Maybe we did it wrong?" "I don't want to do it anymore," Talia said, her voice shaky. She climbed onto the bed and curled up. "This doesn't feel right." Daniel's excitement disappeared. He nodded slowly. "Okay," he said softly. "We won't do it again." But Talia couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Scene 4. A sleepless night. That night, Talia couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw flashes of the strange video and remembered what she and Daniel had done. Her heart raced, and tears rolled down her cheeks. She thought about telling her mom or dad, but they were always busy. Whenever she tried to talk, they would say, "Not now, Talia. What if they got mad? What if they thought she was bad?" Talia hugged her pillow tightly. She felt alone. The next morning, Talia sat at the kitchen table, barely touching her breakfast. Her mom, Naomi, noticed and frowned. "Talia, are you okay?" she asked. Talia nodded quickly, looking down at her plate. "I'm fine," she whispered. Before Naomi could ask more, there was a knock at the door. It was Auntie Clara, their kind neighbor and family friend. "Talia, you look worried," Auntie Clara said gently, sitting next to her. "What's wrong, dear?" Talia didn't answer right away. Auntie Clara always made her feel safe. Maybe she could help. Auntie Clara saw that Talia wasn't comfortable talking there. "Come with me," she said warmly. Auntie Clara took Talia somewhere private. Talia took a deep breath. "Yesterday, Daniel and I saw something on TV," she said, her voice shaking. "It felt weird, but we tried it, and it hurt. I don't understand why." Auntie Clara's face filled with concern. She placed her hand on Talia's shoulder. "Oh, sweetheart, thank you for telling me," she said warmly. "What you saw wasn't meant for kids. Sometimes things on TV can be confusing or harmful." Talia's heart felt a little lighter. "But why did it hurt? And why did it make me feel so bad?" she asked softly. Auntie Clara smiled gently. "Your body is still growing, Talia. Some things in life aren't meant for children, and that's okay. What's important is to always listen to your feelings. If something makes you uncomfortable, it's a sign to stop and tell someone you trust." Talia nodded slowly, feeling relieved. That afternoon, Auntie Clara spoke to Naomi in the kitchen. Her tone was calm but serious. Talia sat in the living room, watching the rain slide down the window. She couldn't hear what they were saying, but she knew it was about her. A little while later, her mom came into the room. Her face was kind but firm. "Auntie Clara told me what you shared with her," Naomi began softly. "I want you to know I'm not angry with you. I'm proud of you for speaking up. It's very important that you did." Talia looked down, her cheeks burning with shame. "I didn't mean to do anything wrong," she whispered. I didn't understand. Sweetheart, no matter what it is, you can always come to me. I promise I won't be angry. My job as your mom is to keep you safe and help you understand things. Even if you're scared, talking about it will always make things better." Over time, Naomi learned to be more patient and present with Talia and Daniel. She introduced regular story times and family discussions about respect, boundaries, and trusting their instincts. Talia and Daniel grew more confident, knowing they could always ask questions and seek guidance when they needed it. Their curiosity remained, but now they knew one important lesson. Some things are not meant for children, and if something feels wrong, it's always okay to speak up.